And I think, using technology to help people express themselves that way is a great start.
It is, and when we speak about digital fashion, there is so much room for experimentation, right? So we can do try-ons. We can be anyone in the digital world in terms of fashion. So you can get completely crazy. You can have, I don't know, wings or whatever you love to do. So I think there is a point to it, what you said, like different profession require different, so to say, attires. And I totally get as well. I come from a corporate background myself and been through years and years of a clear, pattern of what you have to wear at what kind of occasions. And sometimes it's good because you want to draw the attention not to yourself but to content and to the message that you have. However, learning how to combine these two, and because you don't want the attention to go away from your message just to the outfit. And we see a lot of discussions that we have sometimes when someone comes for styling, that they say, oh, I have this a TED talk, or so what should I wear and how do I manage this? This is as well, like your clothes are part of a different language, and you need to be very aligned with what you want to say, the content, and how you look, and how do you meld these two things together.
Wow, I should have had you as a stylist before the show.
Yeah, not now. Oh, she looks fabulous. She does. She does. Absolutely.
Talking about unique voices and this idea of bringing other people in, part of the mission of Web3, at least initially, this sort of culture is around helping marginalized groups and, people who normally wouldn't have a voice to participate in conversations or to show their work. I understand Vogue Foundation is doing a lot in that realm. Can you talk a little bit about some of those initiatives?
Absolutely. Our Vogue Foundation is very close to my heart, and as I said, it's probably as well product of the initial positioning of Vogue Singapore, because there was so much talk about change and how can we impact on the industry, especially during our launch period, because it was all the question about what is essential and what is not essential. And non-essential seem to be everyone and everything that is in the creative sphere, which was for me, I mean, not. I'm not naive, so I knew that if things are getting tough, of course, a doctor is more important than maybe an artist in different moments. However, culture and art and beauty is part of what we need to be sane, to have a clear mindset, to things that make us drive and that make us motivated. So this is such an important and, for me, essential a part of our human being kind of situation. Then I would say, like, we have to make sure that with a structure that we are building from day one, that we can support these businesses and these creatives that need the support, and not fall of down in the conversation immediately when the critical situations appear in, for example, like a pandemic. So we've seen a lot of creatives that lost their work. They experimented with Web3 because that was, for most of them, really a chance to find new streams of revenues, to build new creative languages in their very specific way. And I was fascinated by exploring Web3 and being in these conversations where I saw that the people gathered in these Twitter spaces, etc., really wanted to make a change, a very big impact in how we need to move forward. And being in a traditional business, for me, it was important to see how can we build structures that are supporting these kind of visions and giving them at least a platform to express themselves and to share their messages. And this is what we have been doing with Vogue Foundation. Besides, obviously the support, we have two initiatives, which is a talent prize and an innovation prize. But maybe we will speak about this
No,
in
I'd
detail.
love to hear it. No, I think,
Yeah.
just kind of piggybacking on what you're saying is that there are a whole host of different groups of people who have traditionally been left out of certain conversations, and have not really had access to have their voice heard. And so that work in showcasing certain talents is certainly, important. I mean, I myself, I have a niece back home, and she is practicing art, and she's doing really well in terms of her deliverables and how they look and how she's communicating her feelings and just her creativity. And it's taken a lot of popularity. People have, drawn an interest to it. And so giving someone like that who is, otherwise wouldn't really have, the support or backing or community behind them, giving them a chance to kind of showcase that, I think it's important. And I'd love to hear more about the Talent and Innovation Program.
Yeah, so the innovation program was always designed to help startups in the field of innovation. So these are companies who have a solution to a real world problem, and we are having an open call every year where we invite everyone who has like a interesting project that they want to share with us. There is a certain, application form to it, and sustainability is one of the most important milestones in this whole journey. So for us, it's important to have a startup that thinks sustainable and creates sustainable. And if you are one of these, then you're absolutely a candidate for the innovation prize. Then we select the best 10 from all the applications, and then they go through a full program of mentorship with experts from the Vogue network. And then, of course, there's an international jury where they have to present their pitches. And at the end, there is one winner who gets a $15,000 prize for, as a startup opportunity, and of course the opportunity to be featured in Vogue and leverage on our network and our connections. And we have beautiful winners. The last 3 years, I'm very proud of them. We had Claudia Po. She is representing design for disabilities and people with problems, big mobility problems. And there is nothing in the market which looks like design and fashion. To be honest, these clothes are, yes, they have to be functional, but why do they have to be so ugly? And she really nailed it. It was beautiful to see, very classical, sophisticated, cool, functional, but as well design. So that was our first winner. The second winner was Project X, lab-grown exotic skin. So you don't have to kill any animal anymore, but you can still have your exotic skin bag. So as well, wonderful initiative, and very excited about our last year's winner, Cotera, which is CO2 absorbing textile. So 3 of these T-shirts have the capacity to absorb CO2 from the air, like a tree, like a full tree. So there's a problem, there's a solution, and these companies are part of really making a change.